Hey everybody, welcome to Ronline Report. Today's guest, you know him. He's been doing so well this spring, all the way from Italy, now in Portugal, where he's getting ready to defend his title that he won last year, which is the Mr. Big Evolution Portugal Pro. Please welcome Andrea Presti. Hey, Andrea.
Hi, Ron. Hi, guys.
I appreciate it. It's 11 o'clock at night over there for you. Wow, it's late.
Yeah. I waited my last meal.
Last week. You got one more meal to go? Okay.
Yeah.
So where to begin, man? You've had a great spring. I've seen you now because I saw you at the Olympia briefly, but you got a really good look at the New York Pro. You almost won that. Second place to Blessing will be due. Orlando, I wasn't there, but again, another very strong second place, Hassan Mustafa. You did the Cali Pro. I don't know why seventh place doesn't sound right to me. A little low because you didn't. Did you look that bad?
I don't understand technically why.
Yeah. Because
the judges say me that I have no condition.
Okay. They told you had no condition. Wow.
But for me and my coach, the condition is the same of New York. Yeah. So we don't understand why, but I think that happened in the competition happened. Yeah. Could be that one competition go strange competition, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So May, you've been peaked. You've been in contest condition now for over 2 months, like 2.5 months, because yeah. May, June, July. Is it hard for you to hold that condition? Because you actually seem to be getting better as the shows go by. I'm on your Instagram and you're 100% right now. This is a peak condition, best I've ever seen you. Did you plan to be best for this show for Portugal?
I think that my condition go better and better. Okay, New York, for me, we have the 85% of condition, okay. San Diego 90%, Orlando 95%, and I think that in Portugal we can have the 100% condition, because in that competition I have for me the right balance of muscle and condition. Yeah. And I not suffer the diet. I can still in diet for a long time because I like staying diet. I don't like eat cheat or something like that, because I have a lot of problem of my digestion. I have acid in my stomach if I eat a lot of cheat meal. So for me, staying diet is not a problem.
Because it's, you know, you grew up in Italy, and you got all the food over there, the pasta, the cheese, Parmesan, lasagna, pizza. Oh, yeah, pizza. Did you invent pizza? I think Americans invented pizza. But anyway, it's a lot of fatty, greasy food. But you don't eat like that. You eat bodybuilding clean food all the time, right?
Yeah. Also in loading, I never do the loading carbs with cheat food. Every time clean food, because my stomach is work best. It was better.
Okay. So you told me right before we started recording, you're up 4 kilograms from last year. So that's about 10 pounds of muscle at the level. You're already very elite level. You're at the top. For someone at your level to keep improving, you know, did you have any kind of off season? Because I know you were competing a lot. When were you able to put that mass on?
The reason for me is that for the first time in the last 4 years, I have no injuries of my legs.
Oh.
For the first time, I can train legs for 6 months in continue without injuries, because in the last 4 years, I broke my quads 3 times and my hamstrings 1 time.
You tore your quads 3 times?
Yeah.
Wow. And a hamstring. Okay. Because I mean, that explains a lot, because your upper body is crazy. I think you have one of the best backs in pro bodybuilding today. Your rear double bicep is insane. That's one of the best rear double biceps in the sport right now. But everyone says this guy, if he had a little more legs. So you're telling me now, for 4 years, you haven't really been able to train legs properly. Are you starting to be able to get great leg workouts now?
It's the first time for 6 months can I train legs without any problems. So I started 6 months ago with Smith machine squats.
Yeah.
One plate. Now I work with 5 plates. Wow. And there is a long time that I don't touch this type of weights. For me, is I'm very happy because I love work. I love training with a big weights. In my mind, the bodybuilder, okay, the strength is not important, but the bodybuilder must be stronger. Sorry.
Yeah. So you
So
must. I'd say you must have been a fan of like Ronnie Coleman, Dorian Yates, Kevin Levrone. These guys that are super strong as well as super big. Yeah.
For me, it's very important. I never seen a big man with lightweight.
Right. True. Yeah. I mean, Ronnie Coleman, you say lightweight, but that was when he said that before he did 800-pound squat. So it wasn't really light. So you were going to be about 120 kilograms on stage, which is 264 pounds for you Americans like me who don't know the metric system. Wow. And how tall are you? You're about 5'10", 5'11"?
180.
I don't know what that is. That's centimeters.
180 centimeters is, I don't know in English.
Somebody will tell me in the comments, but I mean, I've only stood next to you a couple times. Everyone's taller than me, so it's hard for me to tell. But everyone's taller than me. But Giles Thomas was talking to me about this show. We did a preview, and this is kind of like the battle for Europe. This is like the European battle for supremacy, because we got some top guys. It's you. We got the other Andrea Muzi. We got Vlad Suhoroshko, Tim Budasheim. Am I forgetting somebody? Morgan asked.
Peter
Clanchier from Croatia. So, if you won this show and it was a weak lineup, people would be like, oh, big deal. He didn't beat anybody. If you win this and you beat all those guys, I think you could make a very strong case. You're the best bodybuilder from Europe right now.
Maybe.
Who else? Well, you got Bonac. That's not true. You got guys like Bonac. So I shouldn't say that, but I do think we could say you're the best bodybuilder that ever came from Italy, because Franco Colombio, Sardinia is not Italy, is it?
No, it's Italy.
Oh, it is Italy. Then that just ruined my whole thing because he's Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
But okay, because I tried to think of who else was an open bodybuilder from Italy. And the last one I remembered was early 90s, Mauro Sarni. That's the last guy I can remember.
The last before me that competed in Olympia, 1993.
Yeah, wow. So 1993 to 2021, there was no Italian in the Open Olympia. Wow.
28 years.
Wow. And, I think this year when you get to Olympia, and I know you're going to get to the Olympia, either with the win or points or something, you're going to get there. I don't think you're going to place last again. I think now you've improved. People know who you are. You're going to get a good look this time. I don't think you got much of a look last year. They were like, they were too busy looking at the other guys. But I think part of that is because you came over to the US and you did a couple of US shows, and 3 US shows. So now all the American fans know who you are. The American judges see you. Everybody sees you. When did you decide, or was it you and your coach Mauro, did you guys decide we got to get to some shows in the US this year?
No, me and Mauro want to compete in the USA also before COVID. But for the COVID, for us is impossible because Italy is a very big disaster with COVID. It's the first nation state in the Europe with most people have COVID.
Yeah.
So big restriction, big lockdown for 6 months. Lockdown. Yeah. No go to the shops, no go to the gym. I'm lucky because I have my gym, so I can train because I have my own gym.
Yeah.
But in Italy, the situation with COVID is very, very fucking terrible. And then
it's all over now, right? Is it? You guys don't wear masks
now? Perfect. No mask, nothing. No.
Okay, good. Yeah, that was such bullshit for like 2 years. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Did you ever have to compete with a mask?
Yeah, in Portugal last year.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because it looked ridiculous, all you guys up there with the mask. And I felt bad because I know you had to be struggling to breathe. It's hard to breathe anyway up there posing. Oh.
And I'm asthmatic. So for me, it's impossible to breathe.
Oh my gosh, you're asthmatic too. Wow. Double whammy. Does is there someone off stage with an inhaler for you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good. So, tell me about how long have you been working? Mauro Sassi, I think the two names I always hear coaching people out of Europe are Mauro Sassi, Team Stone, and Patrick Tor. But how long have you been with Mauro Sassi? How did you start working with him?
Since 2015.
Oh, wow.
It's 7 years.
Wow. So
Mauro was my first trainer, and I want to stop my career with Mauro.
Yeah, great. Because I mean,
like I'm married.
well, because guys change coaches all the time, and then the new coach has to learn everything all over again. And you're probably going to have a show or two where you don't look that great because they're still trying to figure everything out. You're doing it the right way. Like Phil Heath stuck with Hani Rambod. Guys who stick with one coach, it seems to be the way to do it, because that guy knows exactly what your body needs in terms of food, water, sodium, everything. I mean, it's been a progression because your conditioning, I can't believe they said you weren't in condition in San Diego, because your condition has been spot on every show you've been in that I've seen. When was the last time you think you were out of shape? How long has it been?
Sorry?
When's the last show that you think you weren't like even close to? Every time I've seen you, you're in great condition.
Yeah, I know my limits. So I know that I'm not like a freak. I have some part of my body that not like I haven't the triceps of Roddy Winkler, of legs like Big Ramy. So my big arm, my big so in English
shoulders, chest.
The strong part is condition.
Right.
I must have it always in condition, because it's the my strong part, my characteristic. So
yeah. Well, I would argue, I think you do have some strong points. I mean, your shoulders, they're this wide, your back.
The structure, yeah.
Those are the structure. You have a great a great V taper. Your waist is small. You got these wide shoulders. And that's the first thing I think everyone notices when the lineup comes out, is you're looking at the shape first, and then you start looking at other things. But that's what jumps out at you. Like, your front lat spread, that's one of your greatest shots. Even your back shots, it's so much V. And man, I'm so happy to hear your leg training, your leg training is getting better, because I think with some quad sweep, you're going to be doing much, much better, like winning shows like this easily. I mean, no offense to the other guys. I mean, it's going to be a tough show. It's not, if you win this, it's not going to be easy, but that's good, because then you can say, I beat this guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, and they were all top names. Talk to me about, what do you still want to do? If you win this show, are you done until the Olympia, or do you have more shows that you're already committed to?
I don't know. I not already decided, because I'm very, very scaramantic. So I don't want to think if tomorrow I win. We will see. Yeah. So I won't compete here. In my schedule, I have also the 2 competitions in Italy. There is a Yamamoto Cup in September in Milan.
Yeah.
There is, I live in Milan, so it's in my house.
Yeah.
And after that, the competition of my sponsor, there is a Tsunami Cup. There is the last competition value for the qualification of 2022 Olympia in Rome, in the 9th of October.
So that would be 4, 5, 6. That'd be 7 shows you did before the Olympia, if you do all. Yeah. But some guys, they do one show and they're like, oh no, that's it, I can't do any more shows. How do you have the mind to keep dieting and keep showing up at all these shows, where other guys, they can only do like one show a year, and they're like, oh my God, it's so hard.
I really love this sensation. I love feel hungry. I love feel weak. I don't know why, but when I feel that my body was weak, or I'm hungry, for me is okay. Now I'm in stage condition.
Yeah.
So now I must do my best. And for me, it's like I'm happy. It's okay for me.
You mentioned also the Portugal show. You said that has the best lighting of any show, and people don't realize that makes a huge, huge difference. You can be in awesome condition. If the lighting is bad, people never get to see your condition. I saw one pro show. I'm not going to say what show it was, but some parts of the stage were like completely dark. The guys would be bright over here, and they go over here, and it's like somebody turned out the lights. So the promoter, I can't remember I can't remember the gentleman's name, the promoter of this show. So you did it last year, and you noticed that this has excellent lighting. Was that part of the reason you want to come back to it?
Yeah, because also sometimes in the United States, there is a LED screen, like a lot of colors, and you lost some condition because the people have not the best lights. Right. Here in Portugal, there is a black light in the LED screen. And if you have condition, it's the best.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, because we've complained about that because, things like the Olympia, they have these huge LED screens and all kinds of fire and all cool shit going on, but it's hard when you're taking pictures. Like I take pictures with just an iPhone. It a lot of times you can't see the definition at all because the camera's focusing on all that light. People don't understand this stuff really matters. It all matters.
No, is that there is a big difference. If you have condition, lights is 99% of the view.
Yeah, because Hadi Choopan, remember he won that Vancouver show back 3 years ago?
Yeah, sure.
Black backdrop behind him, perfect lighting, and everyone says that's the best Hadi's ever looked. It's probably not, but the lighting was probably the best, and that's why you were able to see the condition and all the detail like that. So I'm glad.
Also, Hadi Choopan versus the Switzerland guy. I don't remember the name. Volurid.
What's his name?
The Switzerland guy, the guy coached by Tuor, the 212 with big legs.
Nicolas Valud. Yeah.
Okay.
That's Patrick Tuor's guy.
He compete against in Portugal. Incredible, spectacular. Really incredible view because both have a lot of condition and a lot of size. And this with lights is a very, very, very beautiful view.
Yeah. So I'm curious, now that you've started competing in the United States, are you getting a lot more fans, a lot of messages from people in the US?
Yeah, a lot of.
Yeah.
I'm very happy because for Italian people,
yeah,
USA is like a really, really American dream for the bodybuilding. Yeah, the United States is the I don't know, the capital of bodybuilding for us.
Yeah, that makes the Mecca, the capital, yeah.
So see that a lot of American people write to me, for me is a really big honor. Incredible.
Yeah. I mean, especially a lot of Italian Americans, they like to see bodybuilders from Italy. There's not that many of them that make it over here. So they get very happy when, because a lot of them have never been to Italy. Maybe their grandparents or great grandparents came to the US from Italy and they don't have a connection with it, but they still like to see Italian athletes doing well in sports like soccer and bodybuilding, all the different sports.
Italy is only soccer.
Yeah, well, that's most of Europe, right?
Italy, France, Spain, England, but especially in Italy, there is only one sport, soccer.
Yeah. I assume you played soccer when you were a kid?
Yeah, of course.
Did you want to be like a pro soccer player?
I'm too heavy.
Too heavy, even as a kid. Yeah, you don't see. Were you already muscular, big, heavy kid?
Yeah.
So you couldn't run that fast up and down the field. That's fine. I mean, look at you now. So, man, yeah. I guess I don't have a whole lot more to say because, man, you're looking fantastic. I don't want to say you're the favorite because I don't want to disrespect these other guys, but based on the fact that you've had two very, very strong runner-up showings already this year, I'm not going to be one bit surprised if you pull off this win. And I really hope you do, because you've had so far just one pro win, or have you won other pro shows?
No, only one.
Just this one. So you might be the two-time, I keep saying Portugal Pro, but the promoter gets mad if I don't say the whole name. It's Mr. Big Evolution Portugal Pro. So you could be the two-time champ for sure. Yeah, imagine that. And then, man, and I can't believe you still got three more shows before the Olympia, maybe after that, right?
Wow, I'm ready.
See, that's what I like to see is a bodybuilder that just keeps competing, like in the 90s, those guys like Flex Wheeler, Kevin Levrone, Vince Taylor, they didn't just do one or two shows a year. They did like all the shows.
Milos Sarcev is the coach of my coach. And he say that people must compete.
Yeah. Would Milos do like 80 shows, 90 shows?
90 shows.
He tells me all the time and I always forget. I think it's like 90 or 92. There's a lot of shows, man. So yeah, I guess I'm going to let you go, man. I appreciate you taking the time. I wish you very, very good luck. Congratulations to you and to your coach, Mauro Sassi. The conditioning is looking perfecto. So I guess we'll see what happens.
Italiano perfecto.
Well, hablo español. Es muy cerca. Do you speak Spanish also?
Italian and Spanish are very similar.
Fairly similar, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can read if I see something written in Italian, I can understand it. Because
sí.
Because it's close to Spanish.
It's very close. A lot of words is the same.
Yeah. How about Portuguese? You speak that?
Portuguese is very different.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
very, very different. Yeah.
They have some weird sounds in their language. It's hard. I've tried to pronounce it. It's tough, man. But so yeah, Andrea Presti, IFBB Pro. Wishing you good luck, sir.
It's always a big honor for me, Ron. Really, really thanks. Really thanks.
So get some rest, get some carbs, and we'll see what you got Saturday at the show. Yeah. Best of luck. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks everybody for watching. Check out Andrea Presti this Saturday at the I gotta say the whole name, Mr. Big Evolution Portugal Pro in Portugal. Coverage. We'll be doing some stuff on the YouTube channel, so stay right here. And that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you right here next time.
See you. Thanks.